Howdy, Possum Patty here. And did you know that Annie at Annie Creates and Melissa at By Mimi with Love and Hey Little Missy and Melody Made are doing a open collab? You know I'm not much of a DIY person, but I love to follow along with the ladies in their crafting by doing a page in my journal. And how can I pass up something that is possum pink? Well, I've got my monster journal out. Plenty of room in this journal to journal about something pink. And I've got a blank page right there. And for my mother's 92nd birthday, my sister took her out to the hairdressers to get her hair done as a special treat. Let me show you that picture. And they actually put in sort of like a pink rinse, pink dye rinse in her hair. And so here she is with her hair all done up with a little tinge of pink in it. So I printed out the 3 pictures with my Ivy printer, and I put a little pink flower border on. And there she is in the chair, and there is her pink hair, and there she is all set to go. So I have my 3 pictures about pink. I have a blank page. I have a pack of peony paper. I think this is Michael's. Yeah, this is a Michael's pad. And I'm going to pick out some pink papers to put on this page. And I'm thinking just lots of bling and frou-frou, like lace and material and stuff. So let me cut some paper to size and then find some odds and ends to put on the page. Okay, all I've decided on so far is this pink striped background. And I'm thinking I want something interactive on the page, maybe not a pocket this time. And of course this is junk mail. We're already getting advertisements, political advertisements, I guess, for primary or election or whatever. This is election year. So I like the way this can fold up and down, or can open this way. And I've got lots of peony paper, and I also have some cut aparts. I like Bloom Wildly, Blossom and Bloom. And I like this big love here. So what I'm going to do is some paper engineering here. I'll probably go off camera to get that done because that takes me some thinking on which way. I think I want it to go up because that's a different. I think I want it to go up. And I think I can't get this whole thing in, but I can get this love here. So I'm going to cut this down, put a background on here, and cut this out, put it on the front, and then open it up. So I'll have something here, something there. So I have 3 pictures, so I can do 1, 2, 3. So then I need something for over here. So maybe I can put one of these little cards. I can do a journaling card. Tell the story. And then just put the pictures on the inside. Let me do some cutting. Okay, so what I've done is cut this brochure from Doug Dubitsky down a bit smaller. And that's going to be the center. I covered the front of it with this really pretty light green so that the pink will really pop on there. Look at that. This is going to be gorgeous. And I think what I'm going to do is leave this leaf out here like a closure. But it probably needs to be reinforced with something. So I don't know if cardstock is going to be enough. Maybe a little bit of light cardboard. So this is where your food packaging comes in handy. And I'm just going to center this. I'm looking at these lines here and here. So right about there. So I'm going to trace these leaves onto this cardboard packaging. And then I'm going to cut them out. And then I'm probably going to cover the backside with some of that green paper, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's see, this will get glued onto here. I think it goes that way. So this side has to get covered with green. So let me glue this down. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because the packaging is a little bit shiny. And do the same for this one. And then I'll probably put like a Velcro dot maybe. Oops, I put the glue on the wrong side. Not paying attention. Okay, I'll just sit for a second. Then I'll cut it out and glue it onto here. Okay, I ran around the edges with a little bit of green ink. I am using StazOn Forest Green. And I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm going to put the whole thing on the front of the brochure. I always think I'm making something sturdy, but when I go back and flip through my journals, I always rip something. Maybe I'm just a little too heavy-handed. Okay, that looks like it's got to get trimmed just a little bit. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, then trim it. Okay, so far, there's the cover. And this is going to fold up. And I reinforce these leaves. I could probably put a Velcro dot or something on there. And I just put some green on the back of these two leaves too. Once that dries, I'll trim those up a little bit just so they're reinforced. And while I was waiting for that to dry, I went ahead and did this part. And I just did some background paper and my journaling. Mom gets her hair done pink for her 92nd birthday, and that was back in August. And I know that was back in August, but you know what? It's still on my list of things to journal about. And sometimes that's about as far behind as I get. But this is the perfect opportunity for me to do pink. Sometimes you just need a little incentive to get things done. Oh, look at that. That's going to be gorgeous on that page. And then this will flip up. And this will flip down. And I'm going to put the 3 pictures, 1, 2, 3. And I need to choose a background for the 3 pictures now. Okay, for the inside, so far, I'm thinking these really soft pink peony petals for the top and the bottom. And maybe to break it up, the green in the middle with the Bloom Wildly card. And then these pictures are kind of small. At the bottom of the pile. And let me get them out. So I'm going to have to put some borders around them. I guess I should have dug them out before I put the camera on. So I was thinking the 2 of the process of the dyeing. So this would be the first one and the second one. Up here maybe with a little bit of a border. And then the Bloom Wildly, and then the finished product down here with, maybe I can cut out a big peony or something, put on the page. You can see how that looks, but I think that'll be nice. Then it will fold all back up again. Alright, so I got some gluing to do here. And I'm just going to put a small border behind these 2. And I'll glue that there and put my card. And then I just have to figure out what to do on the bottom. So I'm going to start with the top. I'm just going to glue this down. So I'm just going to glue this down here. You know, and in her youth, Mom had really thick, I guess chestnut color hair. Brown, red highlights. And I guess when her hair started turning gray, then she, you know, dyed her hair, as most people do, except for me. I don't dye my hair. And then as you get older, you know, after 80 or 90 years, and your hair starts thinning out. Tend to dye it lighter colors. I rounded the corners. Okay, now I thought I had that all covered, but I guess I didn't. That's okay. That happens when you do some junk journaling. Gotta go right in there, I guess. I guess that's right. I dyed my hair once. It grew out. I put highlights in once. They grew out. I was always jealous of my sister's curly hair, so I did get a perm like 3 times in my whole entire life. I guess Mr. Possum likes the whole gray possum look. Really doing a number on this flyer, huh? Not a junk journal unless you get some junk in there. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and finish gluing this down and see what I can find to put behind the pictures. Okay, for the bottom part, it's kind of in my way here. Turn it sideways. I took this paper and I cut out one of the peonies and I left on some of the stripe part, and I'm going to use that as a background, but I didn't like this leaf just by itself, so I cut off another leaf and I'm probably going to put it like that. So I'm just going to stick the picture there, glue down a leaf. Now I'm thinking, I don't know if I like this against that. Maybe a little bit of a green border around the edge, just to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, I can't believe how long this is taking me. I keep turning the camera off because it's probably been like 2 hours already. And there's the peony with a little bit of a green background. Because the pictures were small, I had to sort of fill up the card with other stuff. Okay, now, before I glue this down, do I want to put on some lace? Like that on the edge. And do I want to put on some bling bling? Or just bling bling? Or some pink polka dotted ribbon? Or do I want to do some lace and some pink ribbon? That's different. I think to make this page perfect, I need to add some pink bling bling. So I added a couple random right there. And now I'm going to put a few. Sorry, this is my monster journal. Let's see. I'm going to put just a couple here, one there. Oops, that's too much glue. Let's see if I can get some of that glue off of there. First I shouldn't touch it with my fingers because I got ink on my fingers. And that puts ink on the page. I was thinking of little butterflies, if I had some pretty little pink butterflies, but I looked in the drawer and I don't. I don't. And, oh, you know what? I put Velcro here. I'll close that. But, oops. Too big, too big, too big. Earthquake. I wanted to put one here and one there. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, we are now going on hour 3 of this project. And I'm sure all your lovely crafty ladies probably have done like 3 DIYs. The time it took me to do 1 journal page. Now I still feel like I need something here. Never gonna get done, is it? How about one of these little bling bling butterflies? What is this on? Like a sticker. Okay, let's put a little extra glue on there. Because we put extra glue on everything. There, I just did not like that big space right there. Big white space. Oh, I didn't do down here yet. You probably can't even see that, can you? Way down at the bottom of the page. All right, I'll do that and come back. Well, what a project this turned out to be. And there is the northern cardinal o'clock. And it is getting very late. So I'm going to call it a day. And thank everyone. Annie, Melissa, Hey Little Missy, and Melody Maid for suggesting this PINK-a-licious Enjoy Pink with Us Open Collab once a month on the 8th to be posted at 9 a.m. I am only 12 hours late. But there is my project. 92-year-old Blind Margaret with her pink hair. I really gunked up this ribbon, didn't I? I'll get the glue off after. Okay, if I fold that down, maybe you can see the bottom or not. Turn it sideways. Here we go. How's that? Okay, there she is with her pink peony. Bloom wildly with your pink hair, Margaret. I like my butterfly on there. Finishing touch, I want to have my little Velcro dot there. Keep that closed. And whew, wow, what a job. Oops. Especially in this monster of a journal. Well, thank you for sticking in there with me and seeing this page done to the very end. Much appreciated. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.